All right, I'm here with John. John's been a client now for how long, John, approximately?
Almost 7 months.
7 months.
And
A little less, yeah, but you're doing really well. And how was that workout today?
it's good.
Can you talk to my audience about maybe some myths? Well, first of all, let's talk about what you've accomplished so far. So what have you accomplished so far?
Well, I've lost about 28 pounds. Gone down 3 inches in belt size.
3 inches?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. Great job.
So obviously I've lost some, but gained some muscle too, because if
Yeah.
I lost all that just in fat, I'd probably be down about 34 or 5 pounds probably.
Yeah, can you talk about that? How have you done this weight loss versus maybe stuff you've tried in the past, or what would you want the listeners to know about some of the myths that are out there, and how I'm different than other fitness professionals?
Well, you don't have to work out for an hour or 2 hours straight. If you work out high intensity, not too high that you can't do it, but high intensity, and vary the exercises so that you're working different muscles in different exercises, you get a much better workout and quicker, and I think you burn calories more.
Yeah, you're able to. And then what's one of the biggest myths that I talk to you guys about all the time? What do a lot of people miss out when they work out too long or too much or too high intensity?
Well, they don't get a proper recovery.
Perfect. You got it.
If they work out too much, they don't get proper recovery, so they don't get the optimal benefit of the workout. So with us, we work out 2 times a week.
For how long? I think this is important.
Well, the total workout, including the stretching, is probably about 45 minutes, but the workout is maybe half an hour.
Yeah.
And
You guys started at 9:05.
25 minutes.
Yeah, there we go.
And what I like best is the fact that every day it's completely different what we're going to do. I have no idea what we're going to do when we get here. It may be a combination of all body parts. It may be focus on upper body, maybe focus on lower body, maybe a lot on core, maybe some on core, and so everything's different. So it doesn't get to be monotonous. You don't know what you're going to do when you get there, and when you get there, it's a lot more fun than I thought it would be.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that either, so this is good. What can we talk just briefly, we'll finish up here, about the lifestyle changes that are necessary to see results in the nutrition?
Yeah, probably the first almost month, I just worked out and I didn't really change any diet or whatever. And I saw a little bit of weight loss, not much, maybe a pound or so. And then I started using the Blend Fresh stuff and using it for breakfast, like a shake in the morning for breakfast, and then trying to change my diet so that I ate mostly vegetables and meats, mostly lean meats, but occasionally, bacon or something like that. But tried to stay away from sugars, tried to stay away from alcohol, maybe except on occasional drink here and there. And that's when I really started seeing more results and more weight loss.
And then
it wasn't as difficult as I thought it was.
And this is all great, and congratulations on doing that, because I can only influence, I can't control that, but I gave you the tips and you followed through, so I want to congratulate, encourage you to keep going. The last thing that I want to say about that, you talked about recovery. Is there something else that you're working on, possibly? Stress management and sleep.
Well, with my job, it's a little hard to do stress management. So I try a little bit of that, but I think more is trying to make sure I get at least 7.5 hours of sleep.
Which is part of stress management. I just want to point that out to the listeners.
But it's also, like you were saying, part of the recovery.
Yeah.
So, and then I usually try to eat something after I work out, mostly protein, just a little bit within like the first hour afterwards.
Yeah, get something in your stomach.
Yeah.
So the last thing then is, would you say that one of the biggest myths with people that are working out is the stress management, which is sleep, all that stuff? Do you think that people miss out on that and really don't focus on that enough, possibly?
Probably. I think people who try to work out a lot to lose weight probably don't do enough of a change in their diet, number one. Number two, they probably work out too much. And
possibly too hard. And I'm not saying you should work out hard, but you have to have a foundation. Because your first workout, John, was that different than this workout?
Oh, yeah.
I pushed them really hard today. They wouldn't have been able to handle that when they started. He works out with some other people. So, so finish up and tell.
Yeah, the workout is kind of tailored, from my experience, it's kind of tailored to where you are when you start. I joined the group, and another member in the group had been working out for a couple weeks ahead of time. He and I were about the same shape at the time that I joined, so you didn't really have to tailor it so much. And we started getting more harder workouts as time went on, and then eventually Jeremy would vary the workout. Like, for instance, I might be using a 50-pound curl or
row,
bar, and the other guy might be using 25, and somebody else might be using 30 or whatever. But it's kind of tailored to each person, and we all do the same exercises. So.
Right. So to finish up, let's talk about, you have worked on sleep, you have worked on nutrition, and then your exercise improved faster because of that. I think too many people, I'm going to finish up with this, I think too many people look at exercise as the cure, and it's not. It's a whole lifestyle change. Can you tell the listeners that that's possibly true?
Well, yeah, I think you can't just fix one aspect. You got to fix, all three aspects.
Yep.
And some professions you can maybe do a little bit more of a stress management. With me and my profession and with another person in that group, we're attorneys, and sometimes for a couple of weeks everything's really stressful because there's all kinds of deadlines and other attorneys are being
you can't change the stress, but you can do your absolute best to try to manage the stress. Well, and I would say you have, because of changing nutrition, because of changing sleep. So without even knowing it, that is one of the keys that a lot of people are missing. They think that working out more and they're already not sleeping. Maybe they're drinking too much alcohol. I'm not judging, but the results will not be there in any exercise program unless it's a holistic approach. And that's what I want my listeners to understand, that it is a holistic approach. Right. And I believe that I have 5 habits. I won't go into bore you all the details, but I have 5 habits or 5 changes that have to happen to maximize results.
Right. I think from my experience, in order to lose weight, you can't just do a diet, or you can't just do exercise. You've got to do exercise, and it's got to be exercise that probably builds muscle, because the more muscle you have, the higher your calorie consumption is, even when you're not working out.
And the higher your metabolic rate.
Right.
Yep.
So, and you don't want to diet and lose muscle and fat. You'd rather lose just fat.
Good job. Yes, that's exactly correct.
The combination is what works. Yep. Otherwise, that's probably why most people fail. They only do one side of the equation. One
of the 5 different things, or maybe 2, and they don't have the whole thing. So, John, I'm really proud of your results, and I look forward to doing another testimonial in about 3 to 4 months, because he still has some goals that he wants to accomplish. So I'm going to hold him accountable by this video.
Okay.